We all want the same things. We're all desirous of happiness, prosperity, goodness, fortune. And in this week's Torah portion, we've got a response to those wants, those human desires which cut across all humanity. Vayayshev Yaakov is how the Torah reading begins this week, and it's usually translated as in Jacob settled. He settled down. And the understanding is quite that, because Jacob lived a very tumultuous life. Jacob, you'll remember, was born as one of a set of twins, and Jacob, hated by his brother Esau, equally, perhaps hated him as well, for him spurning his own birthright, and then trading it for a pot of beans. Jacob, however, having deceived his father and gotten the birthright in place of Esau, had to run for his life. He was in exile for 20 long years. And those 20 years not only were painful because they were away from his mother and his father and his brother, but they were painful in addition because he was deceived by his father-in-law. He had to work 7 long years for the hand of his bride, and he discovered on the eve of his wedding that he did not achieve his love's hand at all, but rather he got her sister. And then after 7 more years, and after many more deceptions, his wife was ultimately cursed to die in childbirth. And then Jacob meets his murderous brother, who was sworn to kill him, and Jacob prays for his life and the life of his family. Jacob's life is anything but pristine, anything but seamless. His is a life that's very, very difficult and very tumultuous. And at the end of last week's Torah portion, after he wrestled the angel, it says, Vayavo Yaakov Shalem, and Jacob emerged from the encounter whole. Not true, not even close. Jacob was crippled for life by that event, touched by an angel. He would no longer ever be whole again. But Jacob was perhaps as whole as he would ever be. Which is why Rashi, I think, comments on this week's Torah portion that a true tzaddik, a true righteous person, has peace in the world to come, but is never guaranteed and knows for a fact that they'll never achieve peace in this world. Peace is not guaranteed here. Wholeness is never given. Certainly not a foregone conclusion. Jacob will achieve peace when he's graduated from this world and into the next. But in the meantime, Rashi understands this week's reading as, and Jacob dwelt bishalva, in contentedness. And perhaps this is the true lesson of a tzaddik, a true lesson of somebody who is proximate to God and understands what life is all about. Life is all about not achieving wholeness, not winning the lottery, not living a seamless, painless life. Life is about being content, being happy with what is. That truly is what makes Jacob the tzaddik that he is. He dwells in contentedness with his lot, as it is, as should we. Shabbat Shalom.